Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, my name is Delaney and I run an Instagram account, Pink Gamer, where I talk my video game journey as well as get to interact with others in the gaming community over there. So check it out when you can. So today I wanted to talk about my digital Switch collection. So I've actually liked collecting physically, but there are a few games that they just have really good deals on the eShop or they just aren't physical. So I have a lot of digital games actually because it is easier to just purchase mindlessly, honestly, through the Switch. So the first game I have is Spiritfarer, and I love Spiritfarer. It's a very calm game and I just love the scenery. Spiritfarer is where you are the fairy master of the dead and you basically help take care of these animal spirits, and I've talked about it in some of my other videos. But yeah, it's a very amazing game. It's very therapeutic and you should definitely check it out if you haven't already. The Lego Harry Potter collection is the next game and has all the Harry Potter movies from 1 to 7, and it's great. I really love it. I love how the graphics are, and even though it's a ported game, it's still runs so well on the Switch, and it's just like so nice to play and relaxing. Pokemon Unite is the next game. I was really addicted to it for a while, and I don't really play a lot of battle arena games, but it was really fun to play because it's 10 minutes a battle usually, depending on which one you choose. Cozy Grove is the next game. I really wanted to love Cozy Grove because it looks so cute aesthetically. It reminded me of Animal Crossing. I like that it had like the ghost. It kind of reminded me of Spiritfarer too. This really wasn't for me, mostly because I felt like I was doing like Where's Waldo searches. Like it's more like fetch quests than anything. That kind of was just like, it would get a little tedious for me, but I feel like other people will like it if it's something you just want to pick up. I have Oxenfree. I like the premise of it in that it has multiple endings, and it also reminds me of Stranger Things. The next game is Hades, and I adore Hades. I talk about it a lot on here, and you can also watch my Let's Play video of Hades that I did. Next one is Wonder Song, and I love Wonder Song. It's a game that I feel like is very much needed because it goes with the RPG narrative, but it kind of gives you something different because instead of you inflicting violence on all of the enemies you meet, it's about you singing and like singing to save the world. So you're a bard who is trying to learn the song of the earth song, to be able to sing it and have the world stop from ending. And I think that is just like such a cute game. I always found myself like really happy after I played it. So I have Among Us digitally. Actually, I don't really like playing it on my Switch because I like playing it on my iPad when it first came out, but now it's a little glitchy, so I don't actually play it at all now. But I really did love when it was first, like not first released, but when it was really hyped earlier this year. I have the Spyro Trilogy, and I never actually got to play all the Spyro games as a kid. I only got to like dabble into some of them, so I really like playing Spyro in between games. Next one is Cat Quest 1 and 2, and I just picked up Cat Quest, both of them, because they were on sale and really cheap in the eShop. Well, I think I got Cat Quest 1. It went on sale for like $2. It looks very cute. I started playing like a tiny bit of it, and it kind of reminds me of like old school Zelda games, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. I like how the graphics look. The next game is Crash Bandicoot. So I love Crash Bandicoot. Actually, I hate Crash Bandicoot because the platforms can get really difficult, and I can never understand how I played it as a kid still. But yeah, I like it's very nostalgic too, like Spyro. So the next game is Katana Zero. I picked up Katana Zero because it reminded me of the movie The Professional, which I really love to watch, and it's like an assassin with time travel elements. So you're a samurai assassin pretty much, and you go through each levels, and you basically have to clear them of the enemies, and you can use like defy bullets and things like that. We're using the time element, which is when you're able to like block the bullets or even just like to send them back to the enemy, and that part is pretty fun. It does get a little frustrating when you play because sometimes it's an instant death, so you start the whole level all over again. It's fun trying to figure out the best way to go through each level, and it's kind of not one way that you can get through the level, so I do have a lot of fun with that, and I really like the soundtrack of it. The next one, which is also a platformer, is Celeste, and Celeste is so difficult, but it is very satisfying too when you are able to clear the level. And I love the music in that one as well, and it's just like such a cool concept. It's very simple, so that you're climbing a mountain, but it's just kind of like the climb up the mountain and you discovering more about the character Celeste. Very interesting, and just like learning more about why she decided she wants to climb this mountain, and just even each time that you die, you learn more about how you play the game. Gardens Between is a game where two friends are going through their memories, but it's in a puzzle format, so it is a lot of fun to go through each puzzle, and it's more like a obstacle course puzzle for you to get to the end. And it's like a time travel element as well. Streets of Rage 4, which is a beat 'em up game. I want to get more into the beat 'em up genre just because I like the ideal of it. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and I never got to play these games on the 3DS or the DS, so I was glad to be able to pick them up all as a trilogy. And I did start the first one, but I haven't finished it. But I do like the idea of it, because I always like mystery games. Next one is Sonic, which is all of the Sonic games together, and I always love Sonic. Is very nostalgic for me. Next one is Pikuniku, which I actually have no idea what it's about, honestly. I picked it up on sale as well, and it looks like a claymation game, and it's very colorful, so yeah, I have no idea what it's about, and I think I'm gonna keep it that way until I start it. Lego City Undercover, and I got Lego City Undercover because I just love all of the Lego games, because I also have Lego Jurassic Park 2 as well, and I just like the Lego games in general, so I just pick them up whenever I see them on sale. And I've heard that Lego City Undercover is kind of pretty much like a kid version of Grand Theft Auto. Calico, and Calico looks so cute. I like the magical girl aesthetic and the cats, and that you're running like a cat cafe, and it just seems so adorable. Yonder, the Cloud Chronicles. So Yonder, the Cloud Catcher Chronicles. So on Instagram, someone told me about this game and how it's an RPG kinda. I don't really know how you describe it, but it's very peaceful, and it's not really combat in it. It's more just like you enjoying walking around and like doing tasks for people and things like that. And I like that concept, and I think the graphics are so cute, and I've just heard so many good things about it, so I picked it up when it was on sale. Undertale, actually this is one of the games I wish I got it physically, but it was convenient to have it digitally to just pick it up. And I love Undertale. It's just such a very unique game. I like that there's like 3 different ways to play it, where you can do combative mode, or you could do peaceful mode after. I think you do that after you beat the game, but there's like 3 different ways to play it, and I like that concept, so I do want to go back to play the other route. But I love all the characters in it, and I just think that it's such a cool, unique game, and I love the soundtracks and the fact that it was created by one person. I have Uno, and I play that mostly online, but not all the time. And then it was cool to play with family as well, and it's just like such a classic game. You know, it's like a necessity on the Switch. Moonlighter, which I have not played, but this one goes on sale constantly. So Moonlighter is where you're in like a store, and basically you go dungeon crawling to find supplies for the store, but also when you get these objects, these things that you need, you take them to your shop, and then you sell them, and also figure out how to price them, and figure out if you're doing the right price, ripping someone off, or getting the best price. So Pac-Man 99, I played this for 5 minutes. I love Pac-Man. Pac-Man is one of my top favorite games, because I played it on my Game Boy Color like all the time. I would get like, actually I like Miss Pac-Man, I would say. I played that all the time, and I would get to like the craziest levels. It was the best. It was so much fun. So I picked up Pac-Man 99, but I'm not really sure if I'm really into competitive games like that. Ys Origin, which is a port, I believe. Ys Origin is an RPG, and I have no idea what else about it. I just know I wanted to get more into the Ys universe with games, because there's also Ys La Cremorsa, and there is a new one that just came out, but I can't remember the name of it. Next one is Dex, and this is a cyberpunk game, and it's an RPG, and it just looks aesthetically pleasing to me, and I just like the theme, so I picked this one up, and this one was like $2 in the eShop. So the next is Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. And this game actually was only available to purchase for a few months in the eShop. It's the first Fire Emblem game, and I want to collect more Fire Emblem games because I started the Fire Emblem Three Houses that's on Switch, and so I decided I wanted to like get the other titles for when I finished that one. So I wish that this set was available all the time. I don't know why it was just for a short amount of time. So next is Grease, and Grease is such a very unique game just because it's more about puzzles and just stages of grief, I would say, or I guess it depends. But I really like the illustrations of Grease, and it was really fun to play, and it's actually a really quick game to get through. The next one is Bastion, and Bastion is actually by the same creator as Hades. And the other game that actually I have from the same developer is Transistor. Next is A Short Hike, and A Short Hike is a game where you just basically go on a hike and you're a bird. I actually want to sit down one weekend and play through this one because I know it is really short, but I just haven't found the time to do it yet. So Tales of Vesperia, the Tales of series there's like a lot of games, and I've been trying to get more into JRPGs, so I saw this one on sale and I picked it up. It's the definitive edition, so it has like, I think it has like, I'm not sure if it has extra cutscenes or not, but I know that it's like a lot to go through, and it just seems like a lot of fun with like all the characters and everything. Florence is a visual novel, and you basically are like in the world of this 20-something-year-old going through life, and I just like the idea of that. And also I know Florence is not really a long game either. Well, Absu, you are underwater, and it's like you're exploring this terrain and like finding different types of fish, and it's very, very chill and relaxing, and I like the idea of it because it's cool to be able to like do something different in a game where you're being able to explore a different world that's undersea. I got the Bioshock Trilogy digitally, and I've never played a Bioshock game. Like, so basically with the Switch, I've just been trying to find all these games that I missed out on in the past few years, or just that I never had a console to play it on. So I really want to get into the Bioshock Trilogy series and get to play through that one. Angels of Death, and this actually is an anime, and I mostly bought it for my niece to play. So Pinstripe is where you are an ex-priest, and your daughter gets kidnapped and taken to the underworld, and you basically are going through these puzzles to be able to save her. And it was created by one person, which I really like that idea. The creator was one person who did the music, I believe, the illustrations, and everything, I believe, in the game. I have some other visual novels, Busta Fellows, which is an Otome game, and that one is so much fun. I'm halfway through it now. I like the concept of it. I like the cutscenes, and I do like that the illustrations are different from the other Otome games I've played. They interact with you more, like they actually are people, because they kind of like, they blink, and they actually it's not just staring at you. It's like soulless eyes. But I like the concept of it. There were some like little glitches in it, but it is a fun game to play. I haven't actually gotten to play Nightshade, and this one is a Otome game as well, but it's like ninjas, so I think that would be fun to get into. And the last game is Little Misfortunes, and I love Little Misfortunes. It is so cute and dark and very unexpected, honestly, because the illustrations really don't make you feel like you're in for something crazy, but it's cute walking through the world, and just like the concept of it. And it reminds me of like the book series, A Series of Unfortunate Events, so I really like it. Those are all of my digital games. I actually have accumulated a lot. I actually got a 400 gig micro SD card, just basically for the longevity of my card, not having to switch them out constantly. Really hope that you got some new ideas for games that you want to play. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and bye.